time zones on this very earth. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the director of radio, Biafra and Biafra television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. I welcome you this morning. We shall endeavor to make this session as interactive as possible, because we want to hear from those on the grounds where these beautiful protests are taking place, and to hear what their experiences are, that the world may know what we are going through, that the conscience of humanity may be sufficiently aroused to understand that the people are not going back. But first of all, we must pray. We must pray this morning. Once again, this is a live presentation. And if you want to know if we are live or not, when we mention the time, you check it or you cross-check it with the timepiece you have on you. If the time now where you are is 8 minutes past the top of the hour, it means that you are live. If it is not, that means it is a repeat program or you're listening to the podcast. And for those of you who do not know, you can go to IPOB Community Radio and listen to all of our previous broadcasts. Just click on the date. You will be able to listen to it. Most people even prefer to listen when we are not live, especially those of them who are hiding the fact that they get their news and their orientation from this very noble platform. We must pray this very morning. We must pray for those who are out on the streets trying to rewrite history. We must pray for the sustenance of their bravery. We must also pray that reason may be able to prevail. Almighty Father in heaven, the creator of everything that has been made, the author and finisher of our faith, he who decreed that light must come in place of darkness, and indeed there was light. This very day, your children, young people are pouring out on the streets all across Nigeria. We are praying for your guidance, your sustenance. We ask that you infuse them with courage and a sense of conviction. Do not allow them to become distracted. Do not allow them to become carried away in the moment. May their observance through this series of peaceful protests not merely be symbolic. May it be transformative. May it call upon us to reject the colonialist mythologies that have populated our most popular history books. May it celebrate the cultures indigenous to Africa, our yearnings and our aspirations, and stories that our white supremacist narratives have sought to destroy and bury. May these protests by these young, brave people push us towards repair and meaningful relationship before forcing reconciliation. May it demand more from us, even and especially when we think it is too much. Even at a time when some people who are not educated enough to understand the complexities of multiculturalism and a multicultural society, asking for a clampdown, asking for the army to come to kill young people. May we all commit today and every day to honestly owning up to the mistakes that we have made in the past, authentically interrogating our present and moving carefully into the future that we all must earn in order to create it. These young people, oh Heavenly Father, are doing what no other generation has been able to do. They are doing what people have hoped to do in the past, but were unable to do it. May you continue to encourage them. May you continue to sustain them. Remove from amongst them charlatans and opportunists, those who claim leadership and would seek to go and negotiate on their behalf, not to get the desired results, of course, but to seek for means to enrich themselves. May such people never rise up in their midst. May they be diligently guided in what they are looking for, and may you grant them their wishes, that in the end your name may be praised, adored, worshipped, and exalted, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, this very morning things are happening, but there were things that happened a few days ago to highlight the divide that naturally exists in Nigeria. It is very, very poignant that we must remember that southern Nigeria, I wouldn't say it existed, it was created by the British, the amalgamation of Biafra land and Oduduwa, before the white man proceeded up north to go and bring the good people of the Middle Belt and the horrible Janjaweed. Britain gave over Nigeria to these people, and they have proceeded to make our lives a misery ever since. This very day, people are saying enough is enough. I want us this very morning to listen to this very clip that I'm sure has been widely circulated, causing serious distress and grief to some people, because the very person who came up with it, whose utterances is causing so much consternation today, is an alleged ambassador. He belongs to the Janjaweed, northern Nigeria. I believe either his father or his uncle or his grandfather must have been the IG of police, Kumasi. I am going to play it for all of you to hear, for those of you that have not heard it before, and for you to reflect upon what type of Nigeria these human beings inhabit. And there are lessons to be learned from what he said. After that, then I will open the lines. I'll give you the number to call. It will be a WhatsApp line this morning, and I will see if we can also use Signal. Now, please listen to what the man has to say.
That because Endsars has succeeded, or the police have accepted, or the president has succumbed to them, so let's go. The next line of action is IGP. Fenika Ede is saying the president must go, a democratically elected president. You dare not try it. Can you try this nonsense? Don't Obasanjo time. I blame Buhari for taking things lightly with this. There are certain things that should be handled with iron fists.
He's an ambassador of peace.
Vladimir Putin, he said, necessary, you should take necessary process to deal with irregularities, not due process. There are certain times due process doesn't work, but necessary process. So in whichever way that your country will be in peace, handle it. If the police fails to do what it's supposed to do, bring the military. If it fails, we, the patriotic citizens, will go against the miscreant. We will face them. Let there be end to all this nonsense. Then I think with that we can be able to achieve our goal. Let's.
He is an ambassador. When you want to address him, you will call him Your Excellency. He claims he is a Democrat. But what he's telling you now is that there are instances or circumstances where the suspension of the Constitution may be required in order to deal with an unsavory situation. I try not to speak this English all the time. Mothers are listening, grandmothers are listening in the village. What this man is saying in effect is that when the interest of the cabal is threatened, you must suspend the Constitution and roll out the army. And I want people to understand this morning that the reason why they keep making reference to the army all the time is because they are the ones who are running it. The army is full of Fulani, Janjaweed from Niger Republic, from Gambia, from Senegal. As we established yesterday, they don't need any passport to come into Nigeria. Once you are Fulani, you can come in, you can enroll into the police or enroll into the army. That is why some of them can't even spell their names. So there is something very important I want us to take away from the comments of this lunatic this morning. It is that all of you are under bondage. And every time they keep threatening you, we will kill you, we will bring the police. If the police doesn't work, we bring the army. If the army doesn't work, then we the people means Fulani Janjaweed from the north with their relatives, because they said if one Fulani man is threatened in Jos, then a Fulani man from Chad can come to help him. If a Fulani man is threatened in southern Kaduna, then a Fulani man from Mali can come and help him or come to his rescue. These are the things that the world ought to understand. And the time has come for us to fight this very war once and for all. Now, there is something here that people also need to appreciate. That the unity of the South and the Middle Belt is absolutely pivotal. You have now been able to gain a glimpse into the mindset of the people that you are working with or you're claiming you're fighting for Nigeria with. I listened to one buffoon early this morning when I got up after praying. This very idiot was saying, oh, patriotic Nigerians. There is something people don't understand. When the North talk about Nigeria, they're talking about Nigeria as a Fulani home for all Fulanis across the world. They can come there to live. The more you pursue this useless, idiotic, intellectually flawed, patriotic angle of being a Nigerian, the more you imperil yourself, the more you imperil your village, the more you imperil your nationality, your ethnic nationality. The prayer I prayed this morning is asking God to please these young people who have suffered that doesn't know anything about decent existence. Please, please, please put it in their minds to recognize what I call the colonial supremacist narratives that have sought to destroy and to bury who we are, our identities. These are the things that people must understand. The Fulani that you are in Nigeria with, they say one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. It is only a means to an end. To conquer you, to defeat you, to subjugate you, and to take over your land. This man is a Democrat. They went and campaigned under a democratic mandate. They rigged themselves into power. Of course, Obama and Cameron rigged Buhari into power. That notwithstanding, there was a popular rejection of PDP in 2015. They were duly sworn into office, and they were sworn into office based on the content of a constitution, albeit a flawed constitution, the 1999 Abdul Salami Abubakar Janjaweed constitution. This man is a Democrat. But being a Fulani feudal lord, feudal is the word, you must understand it. Because in Nigeria, the education is stunted. Go and Google feudalism. Go and Google monarchy. And you go and Google republicanism. Look at the differences between these three systems of governance, so to speak. They claim they are Democrats, but the man, he is an ambassador. I said an ambassador, a United Nations peace envoy or whatever rubbish it is, and is asking for the suspension of the Constitution, that the tanks should be rolled out to go and kill people. Do you know the most ridiculous thing? This idiot has never said anything of this nature against Boko Haram and all the numerous Fulani terrorist groups that operate in Nigeria. Never. He never called for the rolling out of the tanks. He never called for soldiers to go and kill and maim everybody they can see across the terrorist ravaged, or should I say the terror ravaged northern Nigeria. No, not at all. But against peaceful protesters asking for a better life, they want to go and kill. Another thing is that they are not students of history. He said that they want to remove a democratically elected president. Elected by who? Elected by the same people who are now out on the streets calling for something to be done. Not his resignation, but for something to be done. We know that Buhari is not there. And our people will need to learn another lesson. When they had the opportunity collectively to follow what we have been telling them, that the boy in Asorok before now was Jubril al-Sudani, now is Yusuf Muhammad Abubakar from Niger Republic. We were telling the people, now is the time to strike. Now is the time to strike. This man is a fraud. It was Yoruba journalists that was defending Jubril. Yoruba journalists. They were the ones defending Jubril. Despite the availability of every credible scientific evidence to the contrary, they insisted that it has to be Buhari because they were hoping to give presidency to Tinubu. People never ever learn. The same thing that happened to Biafran people. Dr. Zikiwe wanted to become the prime minister, and rightfully so, of course, being the lead nationalist in Nigeria in the fight against colonialism. He wanted to become the prime minister of Nigeria. In the process of becoming the prime minister of Nigeria, or seeking to become the prime minister of Nigeria, he threw caution to the wind. He forgot his people. His mantra was one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Now look at his people today. Look at the East today. The oil in our land belongs to Zamfara. Look at our land today with what Miyetti Yala and Fulani terrorists are doing to our mothers and to our daughters in our farms. When Azikiwe was vigorously campaigning to become the Prime Minister of Nigeria, it never occurred to him that he was placing his people in very, very serious danger. He placed all of us in jeopardy because he believed in one Nigeria. Should we look at Gowon? Gowon also believed in one Nigeria. He led a brutal war. He killed for Nigeria. He did exactly the same thing that Kumasi is asking to be done now. Go out and kill people. He killed for one Nigeria, to preserve one Nigeria. Little did he know that he was doing so to extend the rule of Fulani Janjaweed. Today, what is happening in Plateau State? Today, what is happening in the upper parts of Benue State? Today, what is happening across the Middle Belt, especially in southern Kaduna? The people that he killed for, the one Nigeria that he was mouthing and shouting every blessed day with the help of the British, have now consumed his own people, that even T.Y. Danjuma is also now complaining. People must learn. These are Nigerians. These are people that believed in one Nigeria. Today they are complaining. Today their people are in trouble because all of you are serving a Fulani cause, but you don't know it. The more you talk about one Nigeria, the more you talk about sustaining one Nigeria, the more you are doing the Fulani people a favor. That is something that most of them do not understand. That is something that they do not know. We know that some of our Yoruba brethren, they are doing all of these things because they think that without the supply of oil and gas, somehow their lives will come to an end. That is why we support the Oduduwa Republic agitators, because they understand that the Yoruba race is also endowed with intellect, they are endowed with manpower, they are endowed with know-how, and they are also hardworking. That they can sustain a republic of their own without recourse to oil and gas. Because oil and gas is rubbish anyway. And I have said repeatedly, we will give it to anybody who wants it free of charge. Now understand something. These are supposed Democrats, but they want the army to come out. And in that army, you have people from the Middle Belt, you have people from the West, and you have people from the East. The people from the Middle Belt, West, and East in the Nigerian army seeking to preserve one Nigeria, you are working for the Fulani Janjaweed agenda. I repeat, if you are in the army, you are from the Middle Belt, you are from the West, Oduduwa land, you are from the East, Biafra land, and you are in the army working for the preservation of one Nigeria or planning to come out tomorrow to come and kill protesters, you are doing the bidding of the Fulani. Why am I saying this? The Fulani people in the army did not fight Boko Haram. The only time that Boko Haram came close to being destroyed and decimated was under Ihejrika. And during that time, listen very carefully please, our people, we have this useless, I don't want to curse anybody this morning, let me try and keep it very simple. I don't want my blood pressure to go higher than it is already. Listen, when Ihejrika was destroying Boko Haram, it was Buhari that came out and said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. Are you listening to me? These same people were the ones that persuaded Jonathan to remove Ihejrika because they realized that Boko Haram can give them the presidency, and it duly did. I want people from the Middle Belt and the South to be able to reason. For once, that is why we are here, to get you to use your common sense, to use your... I have listened to some people in some TV stations in Lagos and in Abuja talking rubbish, patriotism. Now they have gotten what they have not gotten what they want. Ugwu, commendably, the governor of Enugu State, I said commendably, have set up a panel of inquiry. Obiano have set up a panel of inquiry. The same thing should happen across every state in the damnable zoological republic. To get to the bottom of the problem, that's how these things are done. Under Jonathan, these people protested. Kumasi protested. They came out on the street asking for Jonathan to go. They said it due to insecurity. The late dead Buhari in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia came out and called for the resignation of Jonathan, who was democratically elected. Now, the ball is in their court. They want to change the rules of the game. People talk about democratically elected. Who elected them into power? The same people now out on the streets calling for reforms to the system. Do you see how these black people reason? Because you were democratically elected, the people no longer have a right. Of course, I concede that the best way to replace a government is via the ballot box. Myself personally, I am a Democrat. I believe in it. But that is not going to stop people from legitimately exercising their right to something that is constitutionally guaranteed. They elected, or they felt they were electing a democratic government. They never knew they were electing a dictatorship. And that is the difference. If you people are not dictators, you will listen to the yearnings, not just by mouthing it, we have listened. Now give us time. Give you time to do what? You should start implementing those things and say, this is what we have done, that is what we have done, now you can end the protest. You have done nothing. You are saying, oh, we will consider. The same way you have been considering every proposal for the past 60 years, and nothing has come of it. For the past 60 years. Everything is, oh, let's do an inquiry. After 6 in Abuja that you killed, 6 young Igbo sons and daughters that you killed, and you set up an inquiry, what came of it? The same SARS. Nothing. And you're saying because a Fulani people are in power, because of that, you have no right to ask for the dissolution of SARS because your children have not been killed. Okay then, why don't you ask for the continuation of Boko Haram? There is no difference between both. In fact, even Boko Haram is better than SARS. Do you know why? Because Boko Haram will not ask you to go to ATM, empty your account before they kill you. At least Boko Haram doesn't sell human parts. They don't sell the organs and of their victims. No, they don't. As brutal as they are, as condemnable as their actions may be, there is no way anybody can compare Boko Haram to SARS. It is not possible. SARS is worse than Boko Haram. And I will tell you why. Boko Haram doesn't pretend. You know their modus operandi. You know the reason why they are doing what they're doing. And by the way, it was the Nigerian government that caused Boko Haram to become violent. For everybody's information. For your information. The same police, the same Nigerian police. Boko Haram was peaceful. They were peaceful. I say this when I met the UN in Geneva. I told them. When I went to Washington to meet US lawmakers, I told them. Boko Haram was peaceful. It was the killing of their leader, Mohammed Yusuf, that led them into armed struggle. That is a historical fact. You can deceive yourself all you like. You can lie to yourself all you like. The fact of the matter is that we have Boko Haram today due to the high-handedness of the governmental structure obtainable in Nigeria, due to the way they run things in Nigeria. Go and kill, bring out your tanks. And I want to assure Kumasi, if you bring out your tanks tomorrow, this Nigeria you'll be eating the oil, eating the money from oil and gas will cease to exist. Boko Haram is better than SARS. Boko Haram may kill you. Yes. Because all of you were there when their members and their leader was killed and you did nothing. If tomorrow the Shia sect pick up arms, I will not blame them because all of you are there. The thing about Nigeria is this hypocritical stance they take all the time. There is something hypocritical about Nigerians. Before now, at least the older ones, you were there when they tried to kill Endsars. What did he do? I have been asking Nigerians, what did Endsars do? What is his crime? Are you telling me that he's not allowed to protest? Is he not a citizen? Do you people actually know that power belongs to the people? We give you our votes to go into office to serve us, not to tell us what to do. You are there to do what we tell you to do, because without us you cannot be a bar. Can somebody please tell Nigerian, should I say, Fulani people this so they understand it very well? Because sometimes they don't understand it. It's lost on them. They think because you have Fulani people in the army, in the navy, in the air force, you can just march out and impose your will on the people. No, it is not how democracy works. Every Fulani Janja, with all of them, including Kumasi, Ambassador Kumasi, all of you, and Ahmed Lawan, these idiots that claim they're senators, you people need to go back to the classroom to understand what democracy is all about. It's about winning, about charming people, about getting them to believe in what you're trying to do on their behalf. You're not there to pontificate to them. You're not there to school them, because they know more than you do. They voted you into power, into office, because when we use the word power, it gets into their, black people, it gets into their brain. You are there to serve the people. And the people are demonstrating because they have a legitimate concern. And as an ambassador, I believe somebody who claims to have access to this or had access to decent education, because I heard him quote Putin, which means he reads newspapers sometimes. Don't you know that power belongs to the people? Don't you know that in a democracy, in a society of the complexity of Nigeria, that what you need to do is to come out and sell your viewpoint the same way that IPOB did, and it caught fire everywhere today? Because we explained to them that Nigeria is unworkable, and they have seen it. You have a police unit that is going about killing the sons and daughters of people in the South and Middle Belt, and you feel they shouldn't have reason to rise up to protest in a democracy, to ask for changes. And in asking for these changes, your response is just to say, oh, we have heard, go back, we have heard. Who the hell are you? What have you done about these legitimate concerns that people have raised? If not, I think Okowa has done the same thing as well. Governor Okowa has done the same thing as well. Why can't you come out and say, not setting up a panel of inquiry at the federal level, because after all, every SARS is attached to the state or operate under the command of the police commissioner of a state. Why don't every state open up a public inquiry into the activities of SARS at a starting point? Because I believe that the Anambra brothers, they are sitting in starting from today. They will start sitting today to take testimony and evidence from people. Why can't you do that? What have you done? Go, we will do something about it. The same thing with fuel hike. The price of foodstuffs going up. Oh wait, we are going to do something about it. Electricity. Oh wait, we are going to do something about it. You people, you are paying yourselves too much salary. Oh wait, we are going to do something about it. APC, you have restructuring in your constitution, in your manifesto. Oh wait, we are going to do something about it. Everything is wait. The only thing that doesn't wait is you gluttonous criminals lining your pockets. You are from the Kumasi clan. You are from Kumasi. Your father or your grandfather was the IG of police. So you people are part of the establishment. You think that you have arrived. That is what they do in a feudal system. After them, they give to their son. After their son, they give to them. And they continue to rule you because you are foolish. Such things does not obtain in a democracy. It doesn't obtain. So this very morning, we are all encouraging, I am encouraging everybody who is out on the streets. If you have not gone out, you must go out. I also want to thank all the pastors, the priests, and the preachers. All of you that conducted your Sunday service out in the open. That is the right thing to do, and you must continue to do it. There must be solidarity, and you must get the narrative right. You must get your explanations right. You are not out on the streets to overthrow any government. No, 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 no. That is the trap that Britain is setting for you. No. Because if you say, we don't like what is happening, which is legitimate, of course, in Kyrgyzstan or whatever it's called, the president who was democratically elected has resigned. I want to remind this Kumasi, he claims he's an ambassador. I want to let him understand that in the whole of Putin that he was quoting, a democratically elected president has been forced to resign. I want to let this idiot understand the reason for the resignation of the president of Kyrgyzstan or whatever it's called is because he failed to deliver in office. Why don't you consider the fact that you have failed to deliver on the promises that you made to the people? Let me remind Kumasi, who put Buhari in 2015 in power? The late dead Buhari in a grave in Saudi Arabia. Who put him in power? Who put him in power? Is it not Yoruba people? I'm asking Kumasi, who put Buhari in power in 2015? Is it not the same people protesting in Lagos? Without Yoruba votes, do you think that the living could have been easy for Buhari to go into office in 2015? Who made it possible? Yoruba people made it possible for Buhari to enter into office in 2015. The same people are today protesting, and you're telling them democratically elected. What sort of nonsense is that? Thank you, my dear brother, for reminding us. That Buhari was the late Buhari. Now is Yusuf Mohammed Abubakar, who is in power. Thank you for reminding us that Buhari was elected by the same people in Lagos, in Lekki Bridge, is it Lekki toll gate and the bridge protesting. You don't know that? Without Yoruba, do you think that Buhari will be there? And that now, after many years, people have now learned their lessons. They now know that to look inwards is the best way to proceed. When you want to build a very complex republic or country, as Nigeria is, you tread with caution. But people telling me right now that Fulani have good intentions towards other people in Nigeria, I will tell you that you are dreaming. You are dreaming. It is not possible. They are there to enslave you, to colonize you, to bring Fulani people from all over the world to come into Nigeria. And that is what our young people are out on the streets trying to prevent. Not by saying that Fulanis cannot come, but by insisting on a just and equitable society. Anybody that has issues with that is demented, is deranged. It is called civil disobedience. Asking them to go back home and them saying no is simply civil disobedience. They have not broken any laws. Not at all. But I urge them this morning to allow movement of traffic. They must provide alternative route for people to take. They have tried to break these protests and they have failed. They brought in their thugs, they failed. They tried to get some governors to speak to ask people to go home, they failed. And they will continue to fail. And this very revolution is now entering its second week, so it is officially a revolution. And it is going to stand. The thing that these young revolutionaries are asking for is for the betterment of everybody. And I'm sure including an average Fulani Nigerian. Or Fulani from Cameroon, as the case may be. Kumasi is Fulani. What he wants to do is to lord it over every other person. Shut up. If you talk, we'll bring out the army. Tomorrow you'll bring out that army. And that army will die. Sure. Tomorrow bring them out. Bring out the army. The world will hear a different story. Bring out that army tomorrow. Every time army. Every time. Show them you are one people. Every army. Bring the army. Who are these bastards? Who are you? If that tomorrow is here. Tomorrow you bring the army. Let us see. People are saying you are killing their sons and their daughters. Brothers are coming out. Sisters are coming out. Aunts are coming out. Cousins are coming out. Brothers are coming out to say, you killed my brother. For no reason. You took his iPhone and you're telling them to go back home. Go back home and go and do what? Okay, then bring out the brother then. Bring out those that they have killed, then people can go home. If you can go and bring out everybody that's, since you claim you have the power to deal with every problem, go and bring out those that SARS killed. Then the protesters will go home. But you cannot. Now, Kumasi, imagine that SARS is made up of irredentist southern police officers, and they catch your son at a checkpoint somewhere in Makurdi and they kill him. Kumasi, do you think you will be out on the streets protesting or not? I want to ask Garabashir, do you think that if your child were to be raped by SARS, do you think that you will not be out on the streets protesting? Or your other children out protesting for the death of their sister? Don't you think so? Do you people actually internalize what people are going through? Do you sometimes feel, oh, it could have been me or my child that was killed by that police officer? Do you ever think that way at all? I said it before. that the Yorubas were feeding this very heinous animal that will come to kill and devour everybody. Some of you think that having 8 years in power somehow makes you immune to Fulani Janjaweedism, but it doesn't. Let me remind you, Gowon was in power for 11 years, not 8. 11 years. Obasanjo was in power for 8 years. Jonathan was in power for 6 years. Did that stop? Let me ask you a very simple question. The fact that Gowon was in power for 11 years, did it stop the Fulani from taking over his village and renaming their towns to Fulani towns? The answer is no. I want to let you understand the reason why I am against so-called stupid Igbo presidency, and I will be against it. The fact that Gowon was in power for 11 years, did it save Plateau from going under the Fulani sword? The answer is no. Obasanjo was in power for 8 years. Did it save the daughter of Pa Fashoranti, the Afenifere leader? The answer is no. So it doesn't matter how many years your people are in power. The underlying structure of Nigeria was built to favor the advancement of Fulani. You need to understand this. Even if you make somebody from elsewhere the president of the zoo, is he going to stop them from recruiting Fulani people from Niger, from Mali, from Gambia into the army? You can't stop it. Can you stop it? No, of course you can't. Now you understand. That was why people said that something has to be done, that the system has to change to benefit everybody. That is called a level playing field. Once you have a level playing field, the Fulanis can no longer compete, and that is what they are afraid of. Do you understand that you are in bondage? Do you now understand what the people are fighting for out on the streets? Have you now come to the full realization that those brave men and women out on the streets are fighting for you? When IPOB came out with the agitation, they asked me in Abuja when I was in detention to make it nationwide. I said no, because if I do, you people will not understand the enormity of the mess you're in. I am going to fight for Biafra. Go and fight for your own people. When I have series of meetings with people who were influential in order, I said something to them. Go and fight for your people. Let the people decide what type of country, what type of nation they want. Because a white man cannot come and say, your name is Nigeria from today onwards. It is a racist. It is a racist move. Only a racist can come and try to play God. Only God can create a nation. It takes somebody with an inflated, sense of self-importance to go to Africa to say, you, from today your name is Bugunda. What sort of nonsense is that? Can you do something in Europe? You can't. And you call yourself a human being, and somebody else from somewhere is coming into your land to create a nation for you. That is why these young people are out to say that enough is enough. Enough is enough. Those of them blocking Ikurudu and Ketu, you must provide an alternative route. Don't alienate the people. Don't alienate them. You must provide an access route. When IPOB used to march in their millions, there was no complaint from anywhere. Nobody complained. And that was how we kept our people on board with us with what we are doing. That is why the gospel, the philosophy of IPOB is the philosophy of 99.9% of our people. That is how protests are done. Don't inconvenience people, because as I said, they are coming back to join later. By this time next week, they will be part of it. So you must provide access route, please. You must provide access route for these people. Very, very important. Do not block the roads. What you're doing is great. The thing I love about this protest is that they have resisted every attempt for it to be hijacked. One idiot said, I started tweeting Endsars since 2017. Endsars protest started in Igoromigoro land, Benin, and Uweli. They started the Endsars protest. Some of you are there now, and other people want to claim the glory. Where did Endsars start? Was it not because of our brother that was shot in Uweli? People said enough is enough. They came out. Is that not the case? Some idiots want to enrich themselves. They want to enrich themselves. Now they want to negotiate with the government. What utter garbage. Endsars protest, write it down, started in Igoromigoro. That's where it started. Let history remember that. It didn't start anywhere else. And that is the truth. It started in Igoromigoro. That's where it started. That land is very, very, that land is pivotal. Even the name alone tells you, I don't think, I'm even scared to investigate any further. The name itself is frightening. The name itself is frightening. Igoromigoro, the key that opens the key. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. That place, when our sister Owasofia used to tell me that place is the key to Biafra, I used to doubt her. I said, you don't know what you're talking about. She said, that is the key to Biafra. That the name is Igoromigoro, that is the key that opens the key. And now it is not only going to open the key to Biafra, it will open the key to freedom for everybody. That is what we have been agitating for from day one. We are not saying it is going to be good for Biafra alone. I have said, I want everybody to be free, including the Hausa people that are under Fulani bondage. We want them to be free. Anytime you talk about making sure that things are done properly, they raise the flag. One Nigeria. You want to destroy one Nigeria. But Nigeria is killing people. The same one Nigeria produced the SARS that went about killing their fellow Nigerians and harvesting their organs. You know that Narada Amache is an alcoholic. You know one thing about ex-prostitutes is that they have no conscience. That was why, after selling human beings in Italy, after doing lucrative business with human trafficking, now she is more like a Jezebel. Her kidneys are failing. Her liver is in trouble. So she will need SARS to go and harvest a very fresh liver for her. Look at her eyes on her notombo. She is a drunkard. Her liver is gone. Anytime they call her now for her surgery, she will need fresh liver, fresh human liver for a girl, a victim of SARS. And she will come out and say, oh, one Nigeria, let us keep our country one. Because anytime they need organ transplant, SARS will provide it for them. Do you now understand what we're saying? So this Kumasi should just go and sit down. He's a quota graduate, educated, illiterate, fools everywhere. He has the title ambassador. Look at this moron. Because the father was IG of police that kept Nigeria one. You see how they reason. This Fulani mentality of always threatening, we are going to do this. The same people came to Benue State and said, we have conquered Benue. We are going to change the name. Go and Google it. Go and Google it. Go and Google it. Fulani said, we have conquered Benue. By right of conquest, we can rename it. Go and Google it. If not that they have a very strong man in Governor Autumn, they would have been gone by now. That useless. They should publish her pictures. Not on my page. That human trafficking harlot, Nasorok. A cheap rag. I don't know how she managed to find visa to London and started campaigning for the people that she supplies girls to in the north. That idiot. Go and you can see her with Tombo. You can see her palmine. She drinks everything. Her liver is damaged. Anytime they call her for the surgery she's been planning to go for very many years, the reason why she has not gone is because she knows once she gets into India she will be exposed. Look at her eyes, you know she's jaundiced. Look at the eyes of the retinol, she's yellow, you know it's jaundiced. Her liver is in trouble because she's a drunkard. Any day she wants fresh liver, they'll go and harvest it. That's what I want SARS to end. Anytime their children is sick, they come to the south and tell James Waffle or his likes, please, I need so and so. They give you specification. They stop you at a roadblock, they kill you, and they take your organs. So you don't know that? So you don't know that? Oh, please. Our people, they must wake up and be reasonable. Look at her eyes. Okay, how do you know that somebody is jaundiced? Jaundice can only come from liver failure. Look at the eyes of the woman. Look at her eyes, you will see it's yellow. From years of hard drinking. And who is going to provide the liver? It's SARS from the south. That's why they want. Of course, Tombo is even good. She drinks it in every liquid. Everything that is alcoholic and is liquid, she will take. That was how she damaged her liver. That is why she is filled with hate and wickedness. You don't know that? Look at her eyes now. And go and ask your doctor. Or in fact, you can Google it. When my eyes, when the white part of my eyes turn yellow, what is the cause of it? Just Google it now and get any picture of the legendary harlot and look at her eyes. Look at her eyes, you will see it. That is why she's wicked, because she knows her days are numbered. If she doesn't go and get a new liver, she will die. Go and check it now. Mad people everywhere. Zoological Republic. We are about to open our lines, please, and allow those of them who are at the protest ground to please talk. And I know in fairness, I like Fino very much. I like Fino very, very much. I like him. But I do know that anybody who knows Ugwani will know that he is a gentleman. I'm not sure it was the governor who actually threatened him. It could be the aide or somebody else for that matter, or things may have become heated. But this very morning I'm asking Governor Ugwani to please make sure that Fino is looked after and protected, please. Make sure he is protected. Fino is a cultural icon and we don't want anything to happen to him. Make sure that he is protected alongside all the artists who have come out to lend their support to this very noble cause. This Endsars protest. Very, very important, please. I want to take the calls of those who are on the ground. Somebody has called us. If at all they allow network coverage, of course, he's gone off. I did not take him out. He has gone off. I want to take the calls of people who are on the grounds, please. I want to take your calls. this morning. I will take the calls of those who are abroad, but more importantly, those who are on the ground. I have a caller on the... No, they have gone. They have gone. They have gone. I do not know what happened. I don't know what is happening to their lines, but our lines are now open and you can call. If you call us, we should be able to take your calls this very morning. The number to call once again is +44 79 51 27 8705. That's WhatsApp, please. WhatsApp. Let me see if I can take this call. The calls are not coming through. They are not coming through. The calls from the zoo +234, they are not getting through. Let us try this other one to see if they will go through. I have a caller now on the line. This caller, give us your name and where you're calling from, and if you can give us an update. As I was about saying that, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please raise your voice for me. I need your voice to be high. Remove your phone from speaker.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Osumane. I'm reaching you from Biafra and the Omambala precisely.
Amambala. Yes.
I want to thank you for the good work you are doing.
Please don't thank me this morning. Go straight ahead and tell me what is happening in Amambala. Are you going for the protest? What is happening? I don't need any thanks or prayers this morning, please. I beg everybody, let us utilize the time we have and go straight to the point. Tell me what is happening in Amambala. What is going on, please?
Yes, what is going on in Amambara is very simple. As there is another hideout in Amambara, in Endsars, that Amambara, in Endsars, that once they will transfer the person to Endsars and hide the person. When the family member...
No. You're very, very far. Your voice is very far. I need people who can speak. Kusho Kwike, your name and where you are, the caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling from. Please speak English if you can. Speak English. Upper Square, what is happening there? And what is happening there? You're in Upper Square, what is happening?
I am ready to take on the protest for today.
Okay, so there will be protests in Enugu today as well, is that correct? Oh dear me, the networks, of course, is expected. I have another caller on the line from somewhere in Biafra land or the zoo. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you. My name is Kennedy.
And where are you calling from? From where? What is happening to the lines this morning? Hey. Oh my goodness. What is happening to the lines this morning? I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Aba.
From Aba, and what is your name?
My name is Emmanuel Jimando.
What is happening in Aba this morning?
So we thank God and everything.
No, they are listening to their own voice. I am going to open this line to overseas callers since those from home are not giving us the information we need. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, people are busy. Now let me tell you how Radio Biafra works. If you call us and we pick your call, you must leave where you are. If there is a sound, if there is a device playing in the background, very, very important that you move away from there. Once I hear my voice or any noise in the background, I will disengage the call. I will disengage it, please. Be warned, I beg of you. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, please, your name and where you're calling us from?
Body is very... Hello?
Yes, please, your name and where you're calling us from?
Body is very... Hello?
Yes, please, your name and where you're calling us from?
Body is very... Hello?
Yes, please, your name and where you're calling us from?
Body is very...
Of people, glad to hear that.
Hello?
Yes, please, your name and where you're calling us from? Against anybody, they are protesting for their future. I have a caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, my name is Daniel, so I'm calling from Abuja.
From Abuja. Daniel in Abuja. Where exactly in Abuja are you?
I'm in Karu, sir. I'm staying at Karu.
You're in Karu.
I got information that the protesters, they wish to convene at the city gate and shut the whole city down, all the way from Giri down to Asokoro and central area. I just got a poster from my mom this morning that is showing the plan. Although I'm not one of them and I do not wish to join them yet because Endsars is not my agenda. My agenda is to end Nigeria.
Now listen.
So when they talk of end Nigeria, I will join them. Yes, sir. I'm a bona fide Biafra, sir, from Cross River State.
From Cross River State?
Abia State.
You're from Cross River State?
From Cross River.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, Boki local government.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I don't blame you.
From Isukwato.
Oh, that is great. That is great. That is great. I don't blame you at all. So you're a genuine Biafran. You have the complete Biafran blood in you. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you for the information. They are convening. People are waiting. You know, the thing about protest or revolution of this magnitude is when they get to your junction, you join them. Your junction means your belief. When they are agitating for Endsars, people will join. When it comes to end bogus salary for senators, others will join. So when they get to your junction, to your street, you join them in terms of your belief. Once they get to end Nigeria, our dear brother will join. He will join. And please, for those talking rubbish about South and Niger Delta, can somebody please put this thing up on my page, please? Go and Google Baptist Church, the history of Baptist Church in Nigeria. You will see that the Baptist Church that came from England, Nganuntiyo from England, and the first presbytery they had was the Presbyterian Church. Google Presbyterian Church and the history of it. When the white man or white woman came to our land, they established the Presbyterian Church in Calabar under the presbytery of Biafra before the zoo came into existence. Under the presbytery of Biafra, that is the name. Please, can somebody cut it out from the internet and put it on my page, please? The presbytery of Biafra before they changed it to Nigeria, for your information, in case people start to talk rubbish. We are live and I can see people are calling from abroad. I beg you, please don't call from abroad yet. It's my mistake. We want to go back to take calls from people in the zoo, please. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Your name and where you are. What are they doing to the calls this morning? The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Give us only your first name, not surname. Your first name and where you're calling from, please.
This is Uchechukwu. I'm calling from Lagos, Oduduwa land.
You are in Lagos, Oduduwa land. Which part of Lagos are you in, please?
I'm in Agor, precisely. Agor area, precisely.
Tell us what is happening in Agor, because the world is listening. Tell us what is happening in Agor.
Mazi, Agor is very strong in protest. Yesterday, we are at Agor roundabout. This morning, I'm preparing to go out again to join the protest. We
Wonderful.
are doing the protest seriously. And I want to encourage every Nigerian youth that they know that we are heading somewhere. Not only ending the SARS. If we end the SARS, we are heading somewhere to make sure everybody has the freedom of his or her own. Thank you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is my regard this morning.
Thank you very much for that update. Thank you very much. We have another person on the line. This caller, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please.
Mazi, good morning. My name is Kelechi Mazi. I'm calling from Lagos.
You're calling from Lagos. Which part of Lagos are you in?
I am right now in Apapa.
In Apapa. Well, tell the world what is happening in Apapa right now. What is going on there?
All right, Mazi. Right now, because of the nature of the area in Apapa here, truck blocked everywhere here, so there's no protest going on right now, Papa. Okay, in Ajegule there's protest day before yesterday in Ajegule, that is boundary. But apart from that, what people here does, like me, I just got cold yesterday at the toll gate, so I came back last night, late in the night. So what people normally do is that they go from here to join people at the toll gate, and that is Lekki toll gate.
Yes.
Some goes from here to Okota. Some goes from here to National Stadium Surulere. Some travel the way to Ikeja. And the day before yesterday, day before yesterday being Saturday, I went to Elasa. I covered the protest at Elasa and down to Surulere National Stadium. And this morning too, I will be also going to Okota. So my appeal this morning, my leader, is that some IPOB members, those of us who live in Lagos, some are still waiting for your order to come out. And you have made it clear that maybe in 2 weeks' time you are going to ask them to come to join this protest. I don't know if you can make it a bit faster, because we want to sustain this pressure much, so that because the zoo is threatening people here and there, but the spirit of the young men we are seeing on the street are high, the morale is high, they are ready to do undo. But we need another more experienced people in the protest like IPOB to come out more and join this movement, because we need to use this opportunity to achieve what we are looking for years. That's just what I want to say this morning.
It's a very good advice anyway, and we shall consider it. It's a very good advice. We want people to of course, we know that most of our people are joining, you young people that you're out on the street protesting, but the hardcore will come by next week. By this time next week, we unleash the hardcore of IPOB. Then the world will see what protest is like. Hey, Chineke mana my brother. By this time next week, IPOB will join. Hey, Chineke. The world will see what we are made up of. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on this line, today. What is going on? Our people, the caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, please, your name and where you are, please.
My name is Osifo, calling from Benin City, the kingdom of Biafra.
Oh my goodness, Osifo from Igodomigodo land, the source of our inspiration, the spiritual capital, the home itself of everybody with conscience. Igodomigodo land.
Thank you, my leader.
You are welcome. Please go ahead. We are listening. What is happening in Igodomigodo land today? Please go ahead.
The Benin youth, they are on the street already. As I'm talking to you right now, Agbo Road is blocked.
Hey, amazing.
Because I remember the last time you told us that protesters should allow access.
Yes.
So that people who are coming to join to have
yes.
a thorough
Yes, yes.
So we have been able. I'm living there right now. We have been able to talk to the protester about the instruction. So we have created a little diversion where people can come into Benin, but the major road is blocked. Auchi road is blocked. Sule road is blocked. Uniben Road lead the major popular that's Benin Lagos Express Road has been blocked since yesterday. And as I'm telling you, the youth, they are on that the University of Benin gate. Yesterday, they had their church service there. They cook and they eat. Some of us slept there. Right now, I'm going to Ekenwa Road. Ekenwa Road is a road that leads to the few Ijaw community that are within the Edo community. So that road right now, the youth there, they are a little bit unrest. We are trying to talk to them not to be violent, so that the Zoom soldiers, they will not take advantage of that. So, sir, I want to thank you for what you are doing. I want to also use this opportunity to apologize to you, because I was one of your critics. 2 weeks ago, I was in Port Harcourt. When I was coming back, I saw the state of the road in Biafra. I cried for this country. Biafra right now, no road. Biafra, Ugeli, Port Harcourt, Biafra road, that Owerri road.
Yes.
Houses have been submerged inside water. People are living inside water. Their farmland has been destroyed. According to the federal government of the Republic of Zoom, they said that because the River Niger has been opened. If River Niger is open, why don't you dredge that water?
Yes.
To allow the water to freely enter the ocean.
Yes.
But they just abandon the water. The only vehicle that can access that road right now is the Dangote truck. But every smaller vehicle, they are stranded. Land has been destroyed. My leader, I'm sorry that I was your critics. I was criticize you. My eyes have opened now. Everything you have been saying about this country is true. I actually live in South Africa. I came after the xenophobic attack, tried to set up my business here. I can tell you the frustration is worse than when I was in South Africa. But I'm not giving up. I'm going to be resolute. The youth will be mobilized. And finally, before I go, sir, the Nigerian army, they are preparing to unleash terror against the Nigerian youth. But right now, according to information reaching us, that even among the military, there is kind of there's a suspicion among them. They don't trust themselves. They are also doubting if they allow the ministry to take over. To start unleashing terror against the innocent and harmless youths who are protesting for their future. The ministry might use that avenue to replicate what happened in Mali. Now, the presidency, they are confused. They don't know what to do. Nigeria, for the first time, they are finally waking up. Our leader, thank you very much. God bless you.
And bless you too, my dear brother. He came back from South Africa. He has spoken very well. There is something wrong here with our software, and I'm trying to fix it. The voice was very, very low before when our brother was speaking. He was a critic of what we are doing before. You know the funniest thing is that most of the people out on the streets, they are calling Nigeria zoo. Oh my goodness. Most of them out on the streets, they know that Nigeria is a zoo. They know that we called Nigeria zoo, not anything to do with them. Not because we hate anybody, no. It's for you to come to your senses. He left South Africa after xenophobic attack, came back home to establish it. He is saying that there is more frustration in his own land than when he was in South Africa. Now, do you understand it? Do you understand what we are trying to do? And if they move the tanks, then all protesters will go backwards and the volunteers will come to the front to lead the protest. And we will stop their convoy. They cannot move. They know what is going to happen to them. Let Aisha take your boyfriend and go to Dubai and have fun. You are still a young girl. I'm older than you. You're a young woman. Aisha, take Yusuf Muhammad Abubakar to Dubai and have fun. Nobody will begrudge you. Your husband is dead. But to stay in that house of rock, you are bringing calamity upon yourself. Go and bury your husband properly. Go and bury your husband properly. Take your boyfriend, since your husband is dead and you're still very young, some parts of your body is still working, it's still moving very well. Take your boyfriend, go to Dubai. That hotel you bought in Dubai, take the penthouse and have fun. It's an advice I'm giving you. I'm telling you the truth. If you stay in that house of rock, you'll be like Imelda Marcos. You'll be gone. You will be gone, I'm telling you the truth. It doesn't matter what they do. Next week, I will bring out IPOB on the streets of the entire Nigeria. Then they will see what protest is. Hey, my goodness. Britain will be working overtime now. Let us stop them before they join. I'm giving you advance notice. We are coming next week, Monday, to join the protest. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Please, your name and where you're calling from. Only your first name, please, and where you're calling from.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Aba.
Emmanuel from Aba? Yes.
Yeah, I called before, but the network bring me down. So thank God I got you back, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
So yes, Aba is, we are going to commence our own movement from tomorrow by His grace. But I'm to the point because I have been a victim of this SARS brutality and all this going on in this zoo. Because the other time I was down in Aba when they hijacked me, I will say so. Because I was trying to enter a circle that will get me to my home. What I saw was the SARS men say that I'm a Yahoo boy. Meanwhile, I'm not a Yahoo boy. I am just a trader going back to my home. So they say I should enter their vehicle and collected 10,000 naira from me that day after dragging me to their vehicle as well. This happened at back in Aba. I don't know if I'm coming out clear, sir.
You are coming out very clear. Yes, go ahead.
So, sir, the thing they have been doing us in this place is too much. So I think by tomorrow we will still commence. We have done one protest and we will still commence another protest in Aba by tomorrow because the SARS, not only the SARS but the army and the police have to end those their immoral acts. I'm telling you, sir.
And they are going to end it. They are going to end it, and we are advising every protester, you must learn how to mount a barricade to slow down. If they roll out their, in fact, I'm not going to give away the strategy. Let them come tomorrow. We are waiting. Tomorrow is the day. Let us wait for the army to come tomorrow. That every time army. I deal with them decisively. We did it. Tomorrow, army, bring them out tomorrow. We deal with them. And once this army rolls and kills anybody, Aisha Buhari, you are the one more or less running the cabal inside Asorok. You will not be forgiven. That thing that the Fulani thing that they have men in Cameroon, they have men in Niger, they have men in Chad, they have Fulani in Gambia, they have Fulani in Senegal, they have them in Mali. They can call upon them to come down to help them to fight. Armageddon is upon us. The war of all wars in Africa is about to begin. Let them bring out the army tomorrow. We are waiting. Tomorrow is 20th. I'm waiting for you tomorrow. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are, if you may. Good morning to you.
My name is Aka. I'm calling from Ojodu area.
Yes, please go ahead. What is happening there? And where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Okay. Yes. I am from Biafra land. I'm from Biafra land.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I'm from Biafra land. All right. I'm very happy to hear your voice, but I want to tell you the situation here.
Yes.
In Ojodu area, the whole area is blocked. People are in high spirits. Everybody is shouting the mantra for Endsars, and everything is going perfectly well. But the challenge here is that the whole road is blocked. People who can't move around, even people who want to join the demonstration cannot move around to join them where they're supposed to be. So,
are you at the demonstration ground right now? Are you there?
I can't get down to the demonstration ground because everywhere is blocked. Everywhere is locked down. Nobody's moving around.
I want them to tell the organizers on the ground to allow free movement of people. The only people they cannot allow to, the only vehicle that cannot move or convey people is army or police truck. That is how it is done in a revolution. You must allow people to move because there may be pregnant women trying to get to hospitals. There may be sick people trying to get to hospitals. There may be people in need, people taking care of those who are infirm in their homes. Somebody should tell the organizers that I said they must allow people to move. You must allow vehicular movement. When they are passing, they will be tooting their horns for the protesters. That is how it is done. You don't block everywhere. You must allow people to move. You must allow, get them, anybody listening on the ground anywhere there is a protest. You don't block main arterial routes. You don't block where people are going to use to get to their workplace or to go to attend to an errand. You cannot block the road. You cannot. The time hasn't come. The blocking of the road starts from the 4th week. That is how revolutions are done. You don't do it now. If you do it now, you will fail. Tell them that is what I said. All the organizers, anybody who is listening, tell the organizers that is what I said. They must allow access for people to pass.
Secondly, I like the way you are taking this broadcast, and I wouldn't want a situation, you see, the way I'm saying people want to turn into religion and tribal, they want to play that card. I thank you for the consistency by not trying to bring, we're not talking about Biafra now, Biafra will come, but the most important thing is for us to focus on one thing. They want us to start like the last caller that said that the Biafra should march out. No, you can come there, but don't fly flags for now. Don't fly flags. Just go there and support the people. They want to divide us. They want to bring the issue of Biafra. This thing, Biafra will come, but not now. We are waiting for people to come out in the street. That is not the agenda now. Let us get this protest and let's not be distracted with people trying to bring in other things. That is what they are looking for. They say the Biafra is causing this. No, that is not where we are going. I thank you very much for being consistent, for directing the people very well. This is not a Duduwa, this is not Biafra, this is Nigeria for now. At the end of the day, when people come out, everything will start changing. I thank you so much. I thank you very good for having me on this broadcast. Please encourage people that they shouldn't play that card now. Let us focus. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Please, anybody going to the protest, no flags, please. No Biafra memorabilia. Nothing of that sort. It is a direct order. Nobody should fly any flag, no Oduduwa flag, no Biafran flag. It is a Nigerian protest for now. It is what it is, and it will continue until we get into the final phase. But we are waiting for their army tomorrow. The only thing that will change the narrative or change the development tomorrow is once their army comes out on the streets tomorrow, I will give the order for volunteers to come out as well, and then the whole thing will change. That is the only thing that will change, but for now it remains a Nigerian protest. No flags, please. And if you are near the ground where these protests are held, tell the people on the ground that they cannot block the road. That is what I said. They cannot block the road. You must allow people access. When the people are going and they are tooting their horns, because when they drive past, they will blow their horn. That is how to sustain a protest. You don't block the road. It is a no-no. Don't block the road, please, not now. I have another caller on the line. This caller, give us your name, your first name alone, please, and where you're calling from, and unmute your phone. Please, go ahead.
Good morning, my leader. My name is Pastor Jack. I'm calling from Lagos.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to give update from Lagos here.
Yes.
In Lagos here, we have more than 10 places that protests are taking place simultaneously.
Yes.
So, exception of that of Ojodu, I think in Ikorodu here, they have given people access to it, but you know the situation with Lagos. Even though people are making use of one way, but when you see something like truck and other vehicle, because everybody wants to pass, they will now lock themselves. So
now, Pastor Jack, listen to me. Communicate this thing, please, to the organizers on the ground. They are doing a marvelous job. They are doing a marvelous job. They are heroes. We love them and we respect them. Tell them to appoint traffic marshals. Tell them to appoint traffic marshals to manage the traffic. People cannot be held up for a very long time. As I said before, there could be pregnant women. People may be wanting to get to hospitals. There could be doctors and nurses in those queues. We need them to get to the hospitals in case there is an emergency. Tell them, the organizers on the ground, they should go and get a fluorescent, those bib they wear during training or whatever. They should get traffic marshals everywhere. Right across the entire country, there must be traffic marshals from the protesters wearing a luminous vest to direct traffic, to go to the source of the traffic and fix it. Very, very important. If there's any broken down vehicle, it should be towed away immediately to allow freedom of movement. It is key. To sustain a revolution, you need movement. Please tell them they must appoint traffic marshals today, not tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll do that. We'll do exactly as you said. And I think IPOB person is coming to the protest with the IPOB.
Nothing. No memorabilia, no flag, no Oduduwa flag, no Biafran flag, no Middle Belt flag. Nothing. All of you are going as Nigerians, so that Britain cannot bring in religion or bring in ethnicity. This is not about ethnicity. This protest is not about Biafra. It is not about Oduduwa. It is about the injustice, the killings going on. We need to stop it, and that is exactly what we are doing. There must be freedom of movement. Allow traffic to flow. I beg of you. There must be traffic marshals today. Before 5 p.m. today, there will be traffic marshals in their bib directing traffic. There must be freedom of movement. We need our doctors to get to hospitals. We need our nurses to get to hospitals. We need our critical healthcare workers to be able to get around. Please, very, very important. The caller on the line, can you hear me? They are listening to my voice. Can you hear me? I have picked your call. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I have told them before, please don't call. If you're from abroad, do not call. I need callers from home, please, from Biafra land and the rest of the zoo. The caller on the line, can you hear me? And if you have called before, do not call again. If you have called before, do not call again, please. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well, sir.
What is your name, your first name alone, and where are you calling from? I can still hear my voice on the background. When you call this radio station, please endeavor to turn off your device, your listening device. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Good morning to you. Raise your voice for me. Take your phone off speaker. Give us your name and where you are.
Yeah, this is Okonkwo calling from Lagos.
From Lagos, what is happening?
Yeah, I just wanted to when you said we shouldn't block the road.
Yes.
I'm saying the reason why we are blocking the road is just to block everything, so that it can send a signal down to the useless leaders that we have in this location 419. So that if you allow everything to go smoothly, we are not passing a message. They won't get the message. So we are shutting everything, we are blocking everything down. So everything will be standstill. So that it can pass a message down to the leaders that are leading the zoos.
Now, if a woman, hang on, Okonkwo, listen to me. I understand what you're saying. But how about if a woman is in labor and dies as a result of complications because the roads are blocked? If CNN and Al Jazeera carry such a news, do you think we can sustain this revolution? I am telling you how it is done everywhere in the world. Tell the organizers on the ground that I said they must appoint traffic marshals on the road right now to allow freedom of movement. We are going to block the road, but not now. The roads become blocked from the 4th week of a revolution. That is how it is done. If you move prematurely, they will defeat you. You are fighting with Britain, not with Nigeria. You must understand it. Don't block the roads now. Tell them that is what I said. We are going to block the roads from the 4th week, not now. This is the 2nd week. You don't block the road 2nd week. That is not how it is done. You need to generate enough momentum when the markets are shut down. Then you block the road. That is how it is done. Tell them that. Thank you very much. Tell them that immediately. That is how it is done. You don't block the road prematurely. Once you block the road prematurely, you are finished. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The world is listening. Your name and where you are, please. Hey, can you hear Zoom and them this morning with their network? And I must respect our people. Those who are calling are those from home. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling from Omaya. My name is Ifeanyi.
Hey, Omaya, of all places. Are they moving? Are they doing anything at all in Omaya?
Nothing is happening here, sir.
Hey!
Also, I've been trying
Omaya.
to get
Omaya.
people on ground, but nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. I'm calling you now from Ahike, Ibeko. And I've been able to fix some 2 persons together if you can start something, but nothing is really happening. I need contacts to get on other various protesters that are ready to go on the street. Nothing is happening in Omaya, sir.
Hey, Omaya never fails to disappoint. They always disappoint. I'm from Omaya, but they always disappoint. Always disappoint.
Nothing is happening.
Omaya will always disappoint.
I need people to put on ground so that we can move on. We need to act. We need to go to the government house and protest.
Anyway, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. Messages will be sent right round after this very call. Omaya must come out en masse to protest. Every governor, Enugu has done something. The governor addressed them. Anambra did something. The governor addressed them. I don't know about Ebonyi State. I want OKZ Pass to come out and address the people. So I'm asking Omaya to rise up today and protest. They are listening to me this morning, and I need a protest in Omaya that will shake Ibazo. All of you must rise up in Omaya this morning and protest. It's an order this morning. No memorabilia, no flag, no nothing. All of you are coming out as Nigerian youths this morning in Omaya, and I need a protest, and I need it now in Omaya. Immediately is an order, a direct order. Immediately this morning, I need it. This morning, please. Very, very important. I have a caller on the line. Turn your system down and speak to us. Your name and where you are. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Ifeanyi.
And where are you calling from, Ifeanyi? Amomana. In Mbise?
Yes, in Mbise.
Okay, where are you now?
I'm in Lagos State, sir.
Tell us what is happening where you are.
Yes, sir. Where I am now, there's nothing going on here yet. I'm around Wima area in Krikri, but on Thursday last week, we protested here to Trinity Police Station. So I want to go out and join those people at Chago this morning. But what I want to get my view here, sir.
Yes.
Anything that SARS brought about in this country, including who puts on the man, because when the judiciary
it was SARS that put over.
Yeah, when they imposed who puts on the man on the people of Imo State, they wanted to protest, but SARS came out. So anything that has to do with Endsars and anything that SARS brought must end with SARS. So let those in Imo State, let them know that they must protest for the end of who's on the man.
Because he is a product of SARS.
Yes, that's what I meant. He's a product of SARS. He must go with SARS.
Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. He will go. I don't know why Omaya is always a disappointment. The last capital of Biafra. Always a disappointment, Omaya. A disappointment. I don't know why. Oh God. You must come out today to go and rally. Come out and go and rally. Others are doing it. Not that you have any big market, not that you have anything to boast of. What do you have? Golden Guinea is closed down. Ceramics, of course, they are trying to revive it. Ceramics is closed down. Nothing is working. All palm plantation is closed down. Nothing is working. What is wrong with you people? Oh my, Ibek, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? What a shame. Anyway, they say where a prophet is from is always like that. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Who calling from me? I'm Samuel.
Samuel, where are you calling from?
Abuja, sir.
Abuja, what is happening in Abuja?
So the protesters here, there are too many in CBN. Since up till now, say we are there, left and direct. So and now we blocked everywhere because the crowd, there's no way we can create space for photo pass.
No, because there are no marshals. Tell the organizers in CBN they must have traffic marshals. Give them bib uniform. You know that fluorescent thing that they wear when they want to do football training or when men are walking on the road, so that it is very, very luminous. Tell them they need to go and buy it from the nearest market. Somebody can give it to them for free. Let them go to the market. Somebody will give it to them. Tell them that the traffic marshal should be appointed to direct traffic. It is critical at this point you don't block anything. I am telling you, we are fighting against Britain. It is not Fulani Janjaweed. British people are the ones coordinating the response of the Nigerian government. We must be very, very careful. We must be careful. Allow traffic to move. It is not going to stop the crowd from becoming big. You're even stopping more people from coming. Tell them, go and speak to the organizers. You can take it upon yourself. Go to the nearest market. You will see a Biafran there. If they are selling it, tell them I said they should give you all those bibs they wear, the ones that is luminous, for the traffic marshals to be appointed. That is how leadership is. You can be a leader now. Go to the nearest market. Tell the people in the market that I said they should give them bib for the traffic marshals to start controlling traffic on the road. You cannot block the road. I'm telling you, it's a fatal error. This is not the time to block the road. Blocking of the road comes on the 4th week. Not now. You do it now, it's premature, and we lose this very fight. Thank you very much. Thank you for that, please. No blocking of road, I beg of you, please. No blocking of road. I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, Mazi.
Good morning to you. Give us only your first name and where you're calling from.
This is Ejogo Uche calling from Ikorodu axis of Lagos.
Ikorodu, what is happening there? Are you still blocking the road, or there is movement now?
Well, not the protesters blocking the road. It's just some doubts that stays around blocking the road to make some money for themselves. But the protesters themselves is even far away from the point of blockage.
Okay, it starts who are blocking the road. It wouldn't even surprise me if Tinubu brings out his starts to block the roads to make life hell for people. That is the sort of nonsense he will do in return for promise of presidency in 2023, which he can never get. Please go ahead. Do you have anything else to say?
Yes, I'm actually just an observer and taking records of...
Sorry, it is called traffic. Thank you very much. Somebody was trying to educate me here, and I have learned. Traffic reflective jacket by Steph Ekeng. Thank you very much. It's called traffic reflective jacket. Every protest must have traffic marshals wearing traffic reflective jackets. Please go ahead, my dear brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, can we use this medium, please, to tell everyone listening to remember to tweet with the hashtag Endsars?
Yes, of course, we are doing that already. Everybody is doing that already. Everybody is. I have not tweeted this morning. I don't know if I have, or if we have actually. I will try and check to make sure we have tweeted this morning. I have not, but I will tweet this morning, and Endsars will be there. Thank you very, very much for your call. Thank you for your call. We want people at the protest grounds, please. Not foreign calls if you're living abroad. No. We need people from back home to tell us what is going on. I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, please. Good morning to you, my dear brother. Give me only your first name. Only your first name and where you are.
My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Oh, where are you?
I'm calling from Okanot, Mbaku, in Biafra land.
Thank you very much. What is happening there? I can hear chickens crowing at the background. Are they part of the protest? Or protest one is the chicken part of the protest? I can hear the chicken on the background. Is everything okay?
and not the protest.
No, I mean the chicken. I can hear the chicken crowing at the background. I'm wondering if the chicken also came out for the protest, because I even believe that even wild animals are against the zoo. I was wondering if the chicken is part of the protest.
Mazi, if you say those chickens, birds, goats, cows, everybody, every animal in different land are now protesting about ending of the SARS.
Of course, they will protest. Yes, of course, they will protest.
I want to greet you for the hard work and the also fighting for our freedom.
Thank you very much.
And our elders of Ndichie, ala Biafra. Ha ga-eme ihe ga-eji wee weta Biafra n'udo. Ị gaghị anwụ anwụ. Ndị zoo agaghị afụ gị anya.
Speak English. People are listening from all over the world. Speak English. I beg of you, please. Even what you're saying should be in English.
Okay, I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama, Almighty God, only Him, will bless you and give us freedom.
He said.
Nobody, any woman or man, any evil cannot touch your life until Biafra come.
He said. I have a caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Give us your first name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm Emmanuel from Owerri.
Owerri, what is happening in Owerri today?
Presently in Owerri today, on Saturday, there was an invitation by Pastor Benado that we should meet at Dimsu Junction for the protest.
Yes.
When we came to Dimsu Junction, everything was changed. They changed everything. I said preaching and started telling people to give their life to Christ.
A pastor said he is organizing a protest at Dimsu Junction. When everybody gathered, he said, "Give your life to Christ."
So we have to move back immediately to the government house, close to the government house, to Port Harcourt Road. From Port Harcourt Road, we moved to fire service. So from fire service, we ended the protest. So today, no celebrity, nobody. It was only some boys and some ladies from Owerri that came out. And today, I'm also trying to make sure if they are not going to protest, I want to go to Aba and protest, because in Aba presently today, the School of Health in Aba is taking exams. And I know so many people in School of Health in Aba that is taking that exam today.
Yes.
And the government said that they must pay the complete money up to 100 and something thousand naira.
Yes.
Goes to them after the COVID-19 and everything. So I told them from over here, I'll be going to Aba to organize the protest from inside that School of Health. It's not going to happen.
Oh my, Owerri and Omuahia is a disgrace. Owerri and Omuahia is an absolute disgrace. Disgrace upon disgrace. Omuahia is the home of Aguironsi killed by Fulani people. You people are sitting at home. Omuahia is the home of the greatest economist of all time, Dr. Michael Okpara, that had the fastest growing economy in the whole world. Is in Omuahia. You people at home, Owerri, used to sit Simon Bakwe, the finest of them all in modern era. He used to sit in that Douglas house in Owerri. And you people are quiet. Omuahia is a disgrace. Owerri is a disgrace. A complete and utter disgrace. You're only building hotels. Carrying little girls into hotel. That's what you're doing in Owerri. Some of you are in hotels. You cannot come outside to come and protest. You're a bunu there and there. Omuahia must protest today. Or else I will lay a curse upon Omuahia. Omuahia is in Ibeku land where I come from, my clan. If there is no protest in Omuahia today, I will lay a curse on that land. And then they will know how powerful we are. I will place a curse on Ibeku, where I come from today, if they don't come out to protest. Do you have anything in Omuahia? Do you have a market in Omuahia? Do you have any functioning industry in Omuahia? These are mad, useless people. I come from Omuahia, but we are useless. Useless. Other people are protesting, and you're busy running around. You must come out today 10 o'clock, or I will lay a curse on that land. then you will know. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Your name and where you are, please.
I'm calling from. My name is Sukuk. I'm calling from River State, Biafra land.
There is no River State in Biafra. It's called Iguacha. Please go ahead.
Okay. So I really appreciate the good work we are doing in Biafra land.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your effort, your direction, and all the good things you have been doing. I love your style. Kudos for you.
Thank you.
I sincerely thank the Almighty God, Okuke Abiyama, for making it possible for you to see the land of the living, to see us achieve Biafra. As we are protesting Endsars, we hope fully well that we must achieve our goal and make sure that all the suffering in this country is stopped. I encourage you, never you relent in any way, despite all the effort, despite all the whole thing the Janjaweed, Kozu, Nigeria will be doing. They will not see us. But in anything, for you to achieve a goal, you must have a kind of a threat and obstacles. But nevertheless, we must achieve our goal. That is what I want to tell us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. People are telling me that Omwahia plan to protest tomorrow. Is that how it is done? In a revolution, is that how it's done? You plan to do tomorrow, then after tomorrow, then what happens? After tomorrow, you go back to your houses and you sit down. Is that what you're telling me? You have to come out every blessed day. That is how protests are done. That is how revolutions are conducted. That is how you bring a change in your life. That is how NEPA will give you like 24 hours a day. That is how when you graduate you get a job. That is how your roads are going to be built. That is the only way they can revive Golden Grid to full capacity. That is the only way they can make ceramics come back again. That is the only way that Olonam can function again. Some of you have forgotten the standard polyplastic of COs. Is it working? Where do you intend to work? Some of you have forgotten that there used to be a time they sell cars, they sell brand new cars inside Omai. What happened? What happened, I'm asking you? How do you think you can revive your land again if you sit in your houses and be doing your useless petty trading? You must come out to protest every day. Protest is not how it is. People sleep on Lekki Bridge. You have not seen it? People are sleeping outside on the streets. You must come out and go to government house and demand for Ibazu to address you people. That is how it is done. And you're busy running around, yapping, looking for land to sell. That's all they do. Looking for cheap land, for village land to sell. That is the problem we have in my village. People selling communal land. You don't have, you cannot hustle like the others and look for job to do. Is to be selling village land. That's all you do. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh. In everything they come last. In everything, Omwahia will always come last. In everything, Omwahia is last. Is there anything wrong with you? A whole mighty Ideku clan. Every time you come last. Every time you come last. What is wrong with you people? Oh God. I don't want to curse them, honestly. I have a caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Yes, please. Yes. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Obi.
And where are you calling from?
Hello?
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos.
From Lagos. What is happening where you are? What is happening where you are, please?
I was the person that called you yesterday.
Yes.
Well, one of the protesters around the Okota and Go area.
Yes.
So as it's right now, around 6 a.m., we came out, everybody's protesting. So I have to enter an enclosed shop so that you can be hearing me.
Yes, so the protest is going on now?
It's going on, yes, sir. Everybody's frustrated. People are angry in the streets.
Very good. And it's all peaceful, is that correct?
It's peaceful. We have, it's well conducted. We have traffic controllers.
Oh, very good.
So some of the are diverting them. They are following alternative routes.
Well, that's very good. That's they listen. That's what I love. As I said, you people on the ground doing this most of you, almost all of you, are graduates, people who are reasonable, people who are very intelligent. Once you give them a very good suggestion, they buy into it. I'm very, very glad to hear that where you are, they have now appointed traffic marshals. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Continue the good work and stay safe where you are. Stay safe, please. Stay safe where you are. Thank you very, very much for the update. That is what we want to hear. That people have appointed traffic marshals, please. We are not going to block the road. We are not going to block the road, please. Somebody is calling from Morocco, asking me to take his call. No, we want calls from people who are on the ground protesting. Then when it comes to help and sustenance for those people, then we can now take your calls. Please, no flags, no memorabilia, no Biafra insignia, no Oduduwa insignia, no Oduduwa flag. Please, I beg of you, once you do it, Britain will destroy this revolution. They will destroy it. Don't give them reason or excuse to do so. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please. Can you hear me? They are listening to my voice. They didn't respond on time. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the line, number ending 26, can you hear me? I can hear somebody. I can hear the static on the background, but they're not saying anything. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Raise your voice, please, your name and where you are.
Yes, I'm calling from Asaba. I'm Stephen by name, sir.
Stephen in Asaba. What is happening in Asaba today? Tell us, please. I know Fulani have taken over Asaba. What is happening there?
Yes. For now, I would like you to reach out to the coordinator in Asaba to mobilize people, because as it is now, Asaba is still kind of a shanty.
So there is no protest going on in Asaba. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, for now. There was protest day for yesterday. There was protest 4 days ago, but for now, the protest has not gained momentum as other areas.
The protest should be every day. That is how protests are done until you get what you want. Not you come out and say, we no go gree, we no go gree. Then you go back home. And that same night, a mosquito is biting you because there is no light from NEPA. You have to stay out on the streets until you get what you want. Protest is every day. Asaba. Protest is every day. It's not once a week, not once in 2 weeks. It is every blessed day. That is how protests are done. Thank you very much. And Asaba will do something about it. And Asaba will come out, of course, they will. Ifan Yokowa said something about instituting a panel of inquiry to investigate SARS atrocities in Asaba or in whole of Delta State. Please come out and protest. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No. They are listening to my voice. Once I pick your call, you must speedily move away from where you are to enable the world hear what you're saying. I said, no foreign calls. I am only taking calls from the zoo. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, they have come again. I know that is a time delay. It is the speed of sound. I am nearly 4,000 miles away from where you are. The speed of sound is 850 miles per second. So you will hear my voice. Considering I am almost 4,000 miles away, it will take at least a minimum of 3.5 to 4 seconds for you to hear what I'm saying. That is how nature is. The same way you cannot travel faster than the speed of light. Please, I have a caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are.
My name is Chinedu Ezi from, I'm calling from Lagos.
From Lagos. Which part of Lagos are you in?
In Festac, sir.
In Festac. What is happening in Festac today, please?
Yesterday, they Apple Junction, this morning they have left, which I believe before 12 they will come back. It has been happening for the past 8 to 9 days now.
Now repeat, hold on, repeat what you have said. They have been protesting every day for the past 8 to 9 days.
To 9 days, yes.
And Omwaya cannot even come out up to 2 times. Omwaya, maybe most of them are in Lagos, who knows? Yes, any updates to give us? Can you give us update?
At least I just went out to get some little things for my family. By 2:1, I should be able to get back home to prepare and join the protest in Festac.
Wonderful.
Stop it, and sir, I'm very, very pleased in talking to you this very morning. Here now, since at least if I can recall, 2014, 13. I've been listening and I've been trying to get to you, but I'm a good listener because I like your lecture. You know, I'm not this person that have the opportunity to not allow me. As from time when I was small, my mom used to tell me I should focus on things that will give me money because we are Igbos and we already know that there is no headway in Nigeria if you go to school. So she quickly pushed me into business and I've run around. I've been to 9 countries. We have been turning around trying to get a.
You have been to 9 countries trying to make a living. 9 countries.
I passed through Sahara Desert with my legs, with my friends. Not all of us that went through that journey came back alive. And we know how things has been very, very difficult in Nigeria. You know, check out in a state of mind that we have, incurred on ourselves that we prefer hell than staying in Nigeria. To show you that hell is even more conducive to compare to Nigeria. There is a saying in our place that say whatever that makes him okay.
Of course.
Which means that whatever that makes rats to run from his hole into fire. That thing that is chasing the rat is more than fire.
Of course, it's true.
I'm telling you, it is hell staying in Nigeria. And so there is one point, but I don't know if I should state it. You have been calling us a monkey.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. No, not anymore.
The youth have tried to change that, but I think it's just because monkeys does not have mouth to protest. Because if you know the character that monkey that is inside a monkey, you will not call a monkey is far better than human being. Do you know that if monkeys in the village, if monkeys want to go to someone's farm to go and feed, they will take the most smallest monkey and put it in the highest tree. It's not only that they will plug big leaf like a pawpaw leaf or whatever leaf that is white and pierce that thing into 2. Just do you see that kind of
yeah, they have sense.
As they are eating, they will be collecting for that one that is fine, As soon as they sees anybody, you make sure everybody goes this way, they run to safety. I'm telling you. So comparing black man to a monkey is an insult to monkey because I know that monkey is very, very intelligent. Look at our attitude, me myself, we are like pig. You don't even know what you have done to us. You have sensitized us to an extent that, and the most funny thing that these our leaders, they don't listen. Their earth money, corruption, and all kinds of manner of evil have blindfolded them. They talk to the protesters will educate them. They will come and tell us that we have heard.
What is the meaning of we have heard? We have heard them. We have heard. Hearing what? All these years, that is exactly what you have been saying. We have heard. We have heard. We have heard. And nothing is happening. Nothing at all is happening. Every year we have heard. We have heard. And nothing. Now let me tell Omwaya people. Ando Were. And Asaba. Thank you, Ike Jr. Thank you very much. In Belarus, they have been protesting for 71 days, non-stop. Do you see the difference between white people and the black people? For 71 days, 7-1. 71 days, 2 months and a half, they are still protesting. For nearly 9 weeks, they have been protesting. And when they succeed, you start looking for visa to go to Belarus, to go and enjoy in Belarus. Now they're out on the streets for 71 days. God forbid. God forbid. A whole great Ibeku clan or Bakala, Olokoro. These are solid clans, big and huge. Only Ibeku can lock the entire state down. But they're looking for land to sell. No wonder the hotelier is in Owerri. They are all in hotel with women. Let us take this call, please. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please.
One of Igbo land.
You're blessed. Please, your name and where you are.
I'm Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Umuahia, Abia State.
Now speak English so that the world can hear how foolish Umuahia people are. Why are you people not protesting? Why are you people not protesting? Those who are protesting in Lagos, in Abuja, in Enugu of all places. Enugu people are protesting. In Umuahia, you people are sitting down doing nothing. You know why?
I have been in 15 years in Abia State, and Umuahia is the worst state somebody can talk about. Umuahia, even today, they are planning to protest. PDP and their sponsorship planning to hijack the protest. So nothing is working in Umuahia as I'm talking to you right now. Even the protests, they are trying to hijack it.
But will there be protest today?
They are saying there will be a protest, but they are planning to hijack it by PDP. It's trying to be a party protest. It's not even Endsars or any protest. So nothing in Umuahia is working. In fact, it's very, very horrible here in Umuahia.
Now I want Umuahia, if those people come, those PDP people come, you people should chase them away from there. I don't care if it is only 100 of you. Go and get your placards and write Endsars, and other people will join you. I want protest today. I want protest tomorrow. I want protest every blessed day. Because Umuahia is useless and stupid. All they know to do is to gossip and to sell land. That is all they do. They gossip from morning till night, and they go and sell land, communal land. That's all they do. Go out there on the streets. I want to see pictures of protests in Umuahia today. I don't want to call IPOB in Umuahia to come out. I want ordinary people who are concerned about SARS brutality, ordinary people in solidarity with families of those who have lost their loved ones to SARS, to come out on the streets to protest. Thank you very, very much. And on that note, we have been on air for slightly over 2 hours, but we are coming back this evening. It is a marathon. That is the only thing we can do from this end for those of you who are gallantly protesting, is that every day, morning and night, we are going to be on air. Until I break down, we will continue. It doesn't matter, we will continue. We will continue to preach this very gospel that people may hear. Please, do not block the roads, please, I beg of you. Ebonyi State must rise up. Ohozara must come out. All those places where Fulani Janjaweed have been killing and raping our mothers, we must come out. All the years of we have heard you, we have said, we ourselves now, we are tired of hearing. In fact, we have heard you as well. Oh, we have heard you, go back home. Okay, we have heard you. You go back to Senate and start eating money, as you have been doing all the days of your life. Useless, hopeless people everywhere. Oh, Umuahia must do us proud. Oh, we must do us proud. Consistency is the key. Every blessed day we must protest. I thank all of you for listening. Please go and download IPOB Community Radio. Very, very important. And I want you to go to Radio Biafra. You see that it seems the zoo has taken over our Radio Biafra. The app, they have taken it over. Nigeria has taken over our Radio Biafra app. Go and check it. I'm not sure it is playing my voice this morning. I am not sure that this live broadcast is coming out on Radio Biafra that we own. I think that the zoo must have bought over Xenon. They are the ones running it for us. They have bought them over. Nigeria is trying to penetrate what we are doing. They have taken over our app, Radio Biafra app. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed, and we shall seek to rectify that as quickly as possible. Ukraine protested for 5 months. In winter, for 5 months. And all my hair cannot come out for one day. No wonder. No wonder. Anywhere you have headquarters of Fulani cattle, that is how it is. Because you know more here, there is Gariki. Heaven knows what they do to their cattle, and we eat the meat, and we start to behave like animals. We start to be controlled. Even Hong Kong is still, Hong Kong has been protesting for nearly a year. For nearly 1 year, Hong Kong has been protesting. Omohe cannot come out for 1 year, for 1 day. What a disgrace. Not oh my, God forbid. God forbid in heaven. God forbid. Omohe is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I thank you very much for listening. Convene again this evening, please. Very, very important. With all the love in my heart, my prayers for all the protesters on behalf of this noble family all over the world, IPOB and Biafrans at large. Good morning.